So Brian from the Savage Board Gaming channel. I'm just going to review a game of Wingspan. I played this on my Twitch channel on Thursday, and it was an arena game, so just going to review it here. So starting off, I have a bunch of different cards that match, like blue-winged warbler, right? Is for birds that only eat worms, and we also have the Bell's Vario. We also have birds that have at least one egg on them, right? So both pretty good goals for me. Play it safe, and I take the Oologist, right? My goal is to take this red-winged blackbird right off the bat here. I'll have this one here and this one here. This bird is part of the starting birds set. It came in later editions of Wingspan. So it says when activated, gain 1 food from the bird feeder. So it's like if I put that in the food row, I'll be getting 2 food right off the bat. All right. So this is what I keep, just like I said. My opponent kept 1 card and 4 food. So I take the red-winged blackbird because the first goal is stone nest. So I want to play this as quickly as possible. I think I might play the food bird first. No, I draw again because of the Bell's Vario. Forgot about that. This is a star nest, so it would help with this first goal here, right? So I think I play the red start here. I think I did that because I felt like getting the 2 food will help me put these birds out quicker, right? Looking at my opponent's board, they just put out a yellow-headed blackbird, which is a really good bird for the water because you can tuck cards after you draw, get eggs. So if like right now they'll get an egg, they can then draw 2 cards, right? And still tuck 1. But I definitely want to set up some tucking in this middle row here. So first I have to get the food I need for this guy. So my opponent laid 2 eggs. They must have another water bird they want to play, right? Because why else would you do that? So play the ring-billed gull, which will help me start scoring some points right away. Putting a tucking bird in the card draw row is always a good idea early in the game. So yeah, he wanted to play his duck, so I'm going to get more food here. I'll get a worm and something else. I took wheat. And then got the worm from the red start. Okay, so next step is to play the Bell's Vario. Not that I'm in any, like, there's no chance that they can win, right? So win this first round bonus. So I need to take some ibuprofen here. Okay, So, my opponent, I forget what they do. They draw more birds. So they must not have really anything in their hand. Be interesting to look at it from their perspective to see what they were doing. But all right, so my turn. I will lay eggs just to make sure I get this goal. It's also a start on this one here, right? Because the next one is eggs in grasslands. Opponent's drawing cards again. So they keep tucking cards. I think they are just trying to grind out this. But if you don't have any food, like these are very important in the beginning of the game. You have to get these, right? So I took this because the other goal I had was birds that can only live in forest, right? So I have one already. This is another one. This popped out. I assumed my opponent would take it. So, I mean, they've been drawing cards so many times, but now they're actually playing a card. And they leave me this barn swallow. I'll definitely take that. And I get an American robin, which is not that great. Okay. So my opponent's gathering food. So you'll see me, I'm going to play the red-winged blackbird now. I want to play it now because it's a sequencing thing of cards. Because this one, when you tuck the card, you get an egg, not another card back. So I want this first, then this. So that's how you should always do that. Because if you do it the other way, right? Say if I put the red-winged blackbird second, I might tuck the card and not have something for the barn swallow, right? I keep getting eggs. What am I doing here? I have not played my red-winged blackbird yet. I'm trying to figure out why. I wanted to get food, I think, for these two. Some American robin is another tucking bird, but I don't think I get it out. I think other things came up that I needed to do more urgently. Yep, so my opponent has 2 eggs, so they're winning this one, but I'm going to get eggs obviously here in a second. So I'm going to tuck this one, definitely. There, now I have 5 eggs, so my opponent would need to play a bird to get more eggs in here, so they're not going to be able to win it, right? Play Northern Mockingbird, which is interesting. This card can be very good. I mean, this along with this, they can get like a lot of food, just by running their eggs. Okay, my last turn for this round. Draw. I draw a mountain chickadee, of course. So these two need played. Up here, score anything for this goal, right? This goal is almost always a lock, especially if I'm building my grasslands. So I play the first one, the red-breasted nuthatch. And when I play these games, I'm always looking at, okay, like if I needed another bonus card, do I have anything started already? So when you play more often, you'll know the scoring cards, right? You go ahead and play my mountain chickadee, right? So what I mean by that is, there's photographer, right, which is like red, red, red. Like so, I have colors started. Do I have geographical regions like mountain, America? To know if it's worth playing another scoring card, right? Sometimes it's not worth it. If you don't have anything that looks like it's going to score you points, by playing it, then I wouldn't play it. It's just a personal opinion of mine. So I get this, and I am like, this is such a good card for last round. I think that's why I didn't play this one. Now when I get food, I'm also getting points. So I'm getting points here, getting points here, and I get points here. So I'm getting points regardless of what I do right now. The only thing well, obviously you get points for playing birds, but that depends on which birds you have, right? So my turn, I play my barn swallow. I want it out there so I can start getting ready for this last round. Playing tree swallow. It's another tucking bird, but using this as your end game scoring is not that great, right? Right now I can get 6 points, 7 points in my middle row. They can get 3, well, they could cash, so 4. I'm going to start getting eggs, tucking. Yeah. So one thing I need for the end of the game here is I need cards in my hand. So I'll probably draw cards here and discard an egg to get 2. I definitely want to play this, so I'm going to have to run food also. I run eggs again. I probably shouldn't have done that. Was I trying to... I might have been trying to get eggs though, right? Yeah, I was trying to win this. That's why I did it. So I got 5 turns now. I need cards in my hand. I need food, right? Can I do both? It's a stretch. You really don't want to be put in these situations where you have to try to do multiple rows and it's not an egg row in the last round. But to me, it's not worth running this without cards, right? So there, I got 2 cards now. I tuck 1, draw 1. Now at this point, I could have went for this goal, but I think it's not worth it, to tell you the truth. This bird will give me so many points, it's ridiculous, right? So I need food. I'm gonna take food. It's not the greatest draw because I didn't have the food I wanted in the bird feeder. I already know I'm not going to win this last round of bonus round goal. So, not bonus round, 4th round goal is what I should say. So, good draw more. I'm still getting points for doing this, so it's not the worst play in the world, right? Okay. Alright, here we go. I should start doing eggs. Because, well, I need to play 2 birds, I think. Or don't I get all... I might not get all of this one. I've played so many games of Wingspan in my life that they all bleed together. Yep, definitely going to play Say's Phoebe, or Phobe, or whatever you want to call it. Simply because it gives me a ton of points. Now, I guess I could have played this first. Here, And then played this and got eggs on everything to score max on this one. But I didn't, so that was a mistake I made. All right, my last turn is to lay eggs. I think what I did was I calculated it out if it was going to be worth it. I think running eggs would be more points is why I did that. So that's always what you have to figure out in the last round. Is it more efficient to run eggs, or can you score more points than running eggs another way? You know, like say if I had 2 water birds, and one is where you get to play a second water bird. Playing both those birds is worth probably more than this, right? So I gained 7 of my bonus cards. That's fine. I have such a big lead, I wasn't too concerned. But it didn't score anything with that, and only scored 3 on that. So almost a 20-point difference. Oh, maybe not. I looked at it too soon, but you know. So that's really what you really gotta look for in these games, especially head-to-head. Am I scoring points? You know, how am I scoring the points? So everything should be geared towards that. Like, are you setting up to score points repeatedly? Then that's a good move. Are you scoring points every turn? You know, that's another way you can do it. But you should always make sure you have food and cards, at least something in those rows, early in the game. My opponent didn't do that. Didn't have any food for a long time. Anything in their food row. Probably hurt them in the end. Plus, they were just drawing cards repeatedly, like almost like they didn't have anything to do. Like they had plenty of food but wouldn't play a bird. So sometimes you just play the bird you have. But that's another game of Wingspan. So until next time, keep on gaming. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. You know, leave comments if you have any other suggestions on this game or other games you'd like to see on this channel. There's also a playlist on the left side of the screen that you can click to see other videos I have made. And until next time, keep on playing.